Legislation is finally, looks like, about to pass in the United States Congress as a revote was had and it passed. We'll have an update on that. Also, did Joe Biden sell more than 70% of the United States government Bitcoin before he left? We have breaking news. FOIA papers show the United States government only has like 28,000 Bitcoin. What? We'll talk about that. We have a very special guest. First time on the show. Cryptoface will be joining us. He's going to put in a crazy, outlandish $20 million trade like he did on his stream yesterday. We'll get his thoughts on the market. We'll see if we can get some trade setups from the man himself. We're also going to talk about AVE, big milestone they just crossed. We'll talk some BNB. And we'll take a look at altcoin markets. Bitcoin sitting at 119.1K. When is the next leg up? We'll talk about that and much, much more on today's episode of Sin City Crypto. Let's go.
Is yo boy, Big Rob back in the house. Welcome to Sin City, almost new all-time highs crypto, home of the entertainment-focused cryptocurrency content. We take old, boring, stale information, repackage that thing up in a fun, sexy way. We do it better than anybody else. I'm gonna start the show off. You know what? We're normally we have a host of sponsors that we believe in. We talk about how great they are, which they are. All of our sponsors, we love you. But sometimes I just don't talk about ourselves enough. And so I'm going to take this 30 seconds.
Talk about yourself.
Shut it!
For sure.
I need to talk about myself. I might throw you into the fray. Who knows? So let's start the show off like this. All right? All right? Best show for crypto, period, and stop, for both information and entertainment. And I mean, who else dresses nicer than me? You know, who else can make an all-white shirt look amazing? It's like fresh pearly whites on.
Wow, you should start a YouTube channel on your white shirts.
Yeah.
Pretty good idea, yeah?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's do us a favor. Like the show, like the video, subscribe if you haven't. We also are pretty damn spot on our calls here. You know, I think yesterday and the day before. How much? Let me ask you something, David. How much hate have I thrown at Ethereum over the last year?
Yeah, a lot.
No, I'm saying, just say, like, if you had to say like 365 days, how many days of those 365 did I throw hate?
363.
At Ethereum? Yeah, and there was probably 2 days. I said to you, I said, look, hey. There is a mismatch on price. There's always been a mismatch if you look at all-time highs, but there's been a mismatch on price on ETH. And I said, like, if there's ever a time to buy ETH, is right now. I said that Monday. I said that Tuesday. And, well, here we are again. We are outperforming most of the market. ETH this morning was up 10%. One of the largest gainers out of the top 100. The Ethereum ecosystem is booming. And I'm not trying to toot our own horn. I'm just letting you know that, like, hey, we're giving you these calls. Here they are. Also, this is a really, really strong indicator for altcoin season. No, we've talked about it time and time again. Hey, altcoin season, what do you need for that? It's going to start with Ethereum.
You know, it's funny. There was one host on this show that kept telling people Ethereum is very undervalued. That actually didn't hate on ETH 363 days of the year.
No, but the thing is, when you were promoting it, it kept going further down and down. Right, and when I decided to promote it, it reversed because I can understand the timing of the market.
So
it's just
it's your doing.
Yeah, and I also said Avalanche was not going to see under $20, and then shortly thereafter we have. It's still early, but, you know, Avalanche.
I really think AVAX is about to pump.
Avalanche, once ETH is done pumping, let's just get ETH to 5K, right? Once ETH is done pumping, we get $4,000, whatever it is. At that point, we're talking about $50, $70 Avalanche, and I feel extremely comfortable with that. It was at almost $40 back. It was at almost $40. It was at $40 back at the beginning of the year. It was over $50 back in December. I think that this thing, and it historically was over $100. I think it's gonna launch past previous all-time high. Launch.
Yeah, I mean, December 8th, my birthday, $54. So, you know, Cryptoface was in the chat, said, what did I get myself into? You don't even want to know, man. You don't even want to know. But we'll be onboarding him here shortly, bringing him on to break down some charts. I do want to share some news. So yesterday we had news that the Genius bill, some of the voting didn't pass, right? And so here you go from President Trump yesterday. I'm in the Oval Office with 11 of the 12 congressmen and women necessary to pass the Genius Act. And after a short discussion, they have all agreed to vote tomorrow morning in favor of the rule. Speaker Mike Johnson was at the meeting via telephone and looks forward to taking the vote as early as possible. Said, I want to thank him. And then we had this. U.S. House has officially passed the Bitcoin and crypto legislation in a revote on the motion.
The yeas are 215 and the nays are 211. The motion is adopted.
Now the Genius Act is the closest to passing, okay? It should be signed by President Trump here shortly. But there's two other bills. There's the Crypto Clarity Act, and there's also the Anti-CBDC Act, right? And so those are nowhere near close to where the Genius Act is. Now, one thing to keep in mind, the Genius Act passes, stablecoins are going to be front and center. And you might be asking yourself, how do I make money on stablecoins? You don't. You make money on the rails that stablecoins are used on, specifically for institutions. So institutional DeFi, institutional staking, institutional lending, institutional borrowing. That's where you want to focus your time and energy on to find projects that are going to bring you a lot of money once the stablecoin floodgates open. And with that being said, I don't want to keep my man on behind the scenes too long. We have the legend himself, Cryptoface, is joining us. Face, welcome to the show, man. How you doing?
Is this thing on?
This thing is on,
Can
brother.
you hear me?
I see a lot of lines.
Well, I don't know, boy. After watching your guys' intro, I don't know if I want to do this show anymore.
You know what? You're stuck, okay? You're stuck.
I'm not inviting you guys back to dinner ever again.
That's messed up. You know, that dinner was really, really good. Yeah, Face came to Vegas and invited us kindly out to dinner with him. And
I had a couple of those like smoked old-fashioned style cocktails. I don't even know what it was. It was good. Yeah.
Yeah. So thanks for that. Also,
do you know? Actually, it's kind of a crazy story. How one of us kind of met.
Yeah.
We were like at a bar at like Bit Boys thing or something, and I forget your guys' fucking names. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. I cursed. Am I allowed to curse on this show?
You're allowed to curse, my friend.
Throw in the words.
Okay. What's your names again? Billy and Fred?
I'm Big Rob.
And
this is
I'm John.
Lil Dave.
Yeah, okay. Except I'm 7 times his
Rob
size.
and John?
Yeah, John. Yeah, just kidding. No,
Okay.
David.
It was Rob that I met at that like we were at the bar or something.
If you want a little backstory here, you know what? Can we roll the story time? There's a button over there. I don't know where it is, but there's a story time button. Hit that damn thing. I want to go back memory lane here.
I like how Face was trying to tell the story, and you
I gotta tell a story. You know, it's
well, he ended up naked with his pecker and chocolate cake. That's how the story ends. But we can take the long route.
He didn't know you're supposed to use a wooden stick for the chocolate fondue fountain. He used a meat stick. But anyways,
you know there was so we were at the bar, and I was like, I don't know who the hell you were, and I was like, man, you're pretty. This guy's pretty popular. You're sitting there at the bar next to me, and anyways, you were over there gambling, and then well, first of all, I asked you, I was like, hey man, I was like, you seem like you know what you're doing here in crypto. I'm like, how should I make some money? And you were like, look man, no. He's like, stop trying to buy crypto here and make some money. He's like, buying Cardano or whatever it was. He's like, don't do that. He's like, find out a way to make money off of crypto from the people. And then I was like, we should start a channel. And then so then I called my boy up here. And so, you put into motion everything to even get us here to this point. So it's like one of those butterfly effect things or whatever you call it. And then you left but
the sell the picks and the axes or the jeans in the picks and the axes, instead of trying to, because I think you were asking me like, I want to trade crypto. and the instant answer to everyone when they ask is like, oh man, like, oh geez, I know what that comes with,
Yeah, I was
But
also
look at
a
you guys
young
now.
pup.
You guys are famous. Look at your guys now. You guys got a studio, and so someone must be watching you. Someone's backing you or something. You guys are still here.
Yeah,
I don't know
it's
if anyone watches the damn show. Is there anyone watching this damn show?
I hope so. They better be watching this damn show. We got 311 people in here.
Okay, come on now. Come on, let me have the fun.
You know,
have the fun here.
Face.
No, you guys are cool. You guys have been here, and so yeah, someone's got to take over the Bit Boy vacuum.
Yeah,
so, yeah.
I know Ben's had some issues, on online, but we'll tell you something. Our vision to bring the studio to where it is now was a majority of it was inspired by what he was doing down in Georgia with his team. And they bought that 40,000 square foot building, and they were really, really growing. And so that's where we drew our motivation from, as far as, having the studio instead of just, hey, let me do this from my house. But Face, I was in your live stream yesterday. I saw you got your screen issue fixed. I was texting you on the side. Hopefully that kind of helped you a little bit. But you were making fun of yourself for longing the top, or someone was making fun of you for longing your top.
Yep.
How has that trade played out so far? Can you share? And then where are you at in that trade? Are you still in with some unrealized profits?
So I've been going in and out. Like right now, I'm long on the top again. Hopefully you guys can see this screen.
You're good.
I've been long in these tops, just checking momentum. And seeing if the gates are open and my hourly candles to see how much time is left. So like with Ethereum, for example, I'm on the 4 hour and I'm using Market Cipher, obviously. And I'm looking at, is this momentum, is it clipping? No. And then how much time is left in the candle? So like there's 2 hours left in this candle. We're halfway through. So there might be like another solid maybe 30 minutes to maybe an hour where price can move up. Typically I like having like 80 or 75%. It's like a 4 hour candle. If there's 3 hours left and things are looking bullish, that I'm pounding it no matter what the price is, no matter where the price is. If it's in these bull runs, you can't always wait for a pullback because there's not always one. You can't just always wait for a pullback. At least, with what I'm doing, I'm catching these, I'm trying to catch this trend. And so really it's about the indications. And so that's what I've been doing, man. I just been chilling here, going through everything, trying to get in at these momentum flips on the bottom, and taking profits on the way up. And even if I have to exit when it comes back to my entry, I'll do that. But really, it's just if things are looking good and there's time left in the candle, I'll get in. And if the candle's almost gone, I'll wait for the next candle. So like with Ethereum here, so just, on this 4 hour candle, this looks great. Well, in an hour, I'll probably start winding down right now, but on the next candle, I'm going to see how it's looking. If it starts pinching off, then maybe I'll pull back. But if the things are still looking good, then I'll keep long in this top because, man, we forgot what it's like to be in crypto in a bull run.
Amen.
Where it's ripping. We've been steady going up for, since December 2022, technically we've been going up, but we haven't really had, I feel like these times where we're just ripping for quite some time where we feel invincible. And so that's how we're feeling invincible right now. And we got to take advantage. It's the fourth year in the 4 year cycle. It's the fourth year in the 4 year cycle. That stuff's still true. We got 5-6 months left. These are my spider line support lines. My target's 150,000 in the next 14 days, like the next 2 weekly candles.
Hold on.
I'm thinking we can press up and get up into this 150K area. Momentum's open.
So
do you want to say something?
Yeah, so you're thinking 150K in 2 weeks?
Yeah, I think that's very probable that we can absolutely see 150K in 2 weeks.
You had a
not guaranteed, but it's on the table, baby.
I was going down memory lane here. You posted exactly a week ago that today's high probability for the day, new all-time highs on Bitcoin and ETH. This was on the 9th.
Yo,
I mean, you pretty much nailed this one here.
I said this in a Spaces with Face, and one thing I love about, there's a lot of pretenders in our space, right? The one thing I love about you is you're very transparent with your wins and your losses, and you're pretty damn spot on, dude. Now, when you look at this chart that you posted, Face, what gave you the confidence to put out this post and say what you said, and then it ended up coming true?
Yeah, you know what? Let me pull it up myself. That was what, Bitcoin on the 12-hour? Let me see here. I'm pretty sure it was the RSIs. In fact, let me pull up my Twitter, and so I can actually see the image myself because it was cut off on the screen there. So just give me one quick second.
And then while you're also going through the Twitter, I was curious what the answer to this was as well. He said, "What pattern is this?"
Bro, come on, that's the JTW.
Oh, that's the Jesus Take the Wheel, and it's playing out as we speak. This is Ethereum. That's Ethereum on the weekly. I think that's a Jesus Take the Wheel.
Yeah.
And what happens is after that pattern, where it shoots up. So I'll show you after we go over this.
Yeah.
So this was the tweet you were talking about here. So yeah, the RSIs being super bullish with Market Cipher. Money flow is coming up, and we're pressing up against the top. And what happens is there's not too many things that are more bullish than when bearish indications die out or are weak. And so, like, the price came down, things were coming down, money flow is in the red. And when we're in a bull run, money flow is super thick, and we spend a very small amount of time in the red. So we spent that time, we were there, we were coming back up, it was coiling up, and it was just, man, I just knew this was coiling up, and it was about to burst because the RSIs were super strong. We were oversold with strong RSIs, which was just a deadly pit viper bullish combo with everything in the mix. So I knew it was going to happen that this week. I didn't know, but I was pretty damn sure. I said all-time highs this week, and then we called it on the day, man.
Bro, you're spot on, dude. You are literally spot on. I mean, that's about a spot on. Okay, so the JTW, right? Jesus Take the Wheel. When I first saw that, I was like, this has got to be a joke, right? And then I kept seeing examples. And I'm like, okay, bro, there's something to this. Please, yeah, answer Rob's question, man. What the hell is JTW?
So first, anyone can come up, can spot a pattern and see it repeat in crypto and Bitcoin. That's really what that's how I first started trading Bitcoin. Was I realized that it would make random patterns, whether it was like a head and shoulder or its own like weird made up pattern like this. Technically, what I call a Jesus Take the Wheel is it's two arms and it's really flat in the middle, and then another arm, and you draw a little head here, and it's like a person saying hallelujah. And what happens is when it comes back to the baseline right here, it pumps. Sometimes it skyrockets. Sometimes it'll come up close, to up here, even just right here. But this is playing out. This is a giant Jesus Take the Wheel on Ethereum on the weekly. And so that's what I posted, and damn, it's playing out. So I advise everyone to keep a pattern book. It's one of the easiest things you can do is just find, typically it'll like rotate patterns every couple weeks or every month on multiple time frames. So the Jesus Take the Wheel one this is super accurate. And there's different, like there's also then different variations where like there's a Jesus Take the Wheel, but there's two bumps like this in between. That's bearish. This is a Siamese Chinese Jesus Take the Wheel, Siamese twins. There's two of them right here. And so that's bearish. You got to look out for that one. So these things you see with, a repeating process, but we have a good time,
bro.
But this shit is real, baby.
Dude, I love you, bro. You're hilarious. Dot Wook said that looks like the Vitalik AI dance pattern. Face, I wanted to ask you before we get into maybe another chart. What's the biggest L you've taken on a trade?
Biggest L I've taken on a single trade?
Yeah.
Jeez. I mean, it's probably like $500,000.
Shit.
I mean, I've gone on tilt and lost, you know, $1 million before. But a single biggest losing trade, this I don't really remember. Like, there's not like one specific trade where I was like, oh, I'm gonna remember that for the rest of my life. But it's got to be in the 4, 5, 600s.
Is there one you do remember? Because what I like, you know, it's easy to come on here and I'm speaking from our standpoint and tell people do this, do that. But I think it's more impactful to show people your process, and also when it doesn't go your way, to break down what happened and what you can do to moving forward, so to limit those instances happening again. Is there one trade you remember that went against you that's kind of ingrained in your mind that you can go back to the chart right now and kind of show people where it went wrong and what you saw and what you should have seen, or maybe how it didn't play out like you thought it would?
Yes. Yeah. In fact,
Awesome.
Lucky for you. Lucky for you.
Also, real quick, I did find a picture of said chart pattern as well.
So stupid.
Oh, goody. Look at that. Look at that right there.
Man.
Good one. That is a good one. Yeah, that's Jesus taking the wheel right there.
That's right, Jesus.
Okay. Let me see. This was, what day is it today? Oh, 16th. Okay, was this it? Was this it right here? Let me see here. So I'm gonna the trade I'm gonna talk about is actually one that happened yesterday. That was that sucked. Damn, baby. Damn. Look at her go, baby.
Let's
Look at
go.
her go.
Look at that.
3,300. My God.
Shit. 100.
Anyways, back on track here. So I'm pretty sure it was, I feel like it was this right here, but it's not the pattern that I remember. So I guess I can explain it where, so I was long on Ethereum right here, and caught this move, didn't take profit, and it dumped. And then I got out at the bottom, and that sucked. And I let a lot of people down. So what I will say is, like, the hardest, the thing you have to look out for the most with market cipher, at least for me, what'll get me the most is when, let me see if I can find an example, is when you get your first momentum clipping wave when you're coming out of a red money flow. So let me try to find an example here. So I'll give you, so I can just I can use this one. So here we have like the money flow coming up. RSIs are looking good. Things are looking good, right? Let's say you entered, but you have you're coming up to this momentum wave. It's clipping over. Let's just pretend you don't see anything over here. You're like, damn, I'm in this trade. This could be a big drop or a small drop. You don't really know. Sometimes it'll be a big drop, like one more big drop below where you're at, and then it'll go up after that. So you kind of just have to identify the overall trend and either take profits or close the trade, or know you're going to stick it out and make sure you can handle it. So I just just made the wrong move and got out the bottom, and shit happens.
Yeah.
So that's I guess that's it. But I made that shit back. It's going pretty good right now here. This is crazy shit right now. I gotta focus here. I gotta leave. Thanks for having me. I'll see you guys later.
Hey man, you wanna do your thing like you're doing your live show, brother? Go ahead, man.
No, I can do my thing right here while we're chilling, baby.
Yeah,
we're chilling.
please, man, and we'll chime in. And I don't know if you got your eye on
minute, right? You're paying me. You guys
yeah. We'll talk about that after the show. And then also, Face, while you're kind of tracking your ETH trade there, is there any other setup that you're maybe looking at right now?
Yeah, there is. So I can we can stick with Ethereum here, actually. So with these, spider lines, what I call these. Really, they're just trend lines that I draw from a certain point. With Ethereum specifically, right here. So what I like to look at is a certain area. So like this support or resistance spider line or trend line right here on Ethereum is at 3250, like where we're at now. The next one is at 3450, 3500, call it, for Ethereum. So what I'll do is I'll look back in the past to see what price acted like in this zone, and it typically acts the same. So, did price just pound through this zone most of the time? Did it sit there and chill? And so, from the looks of it, this area tends to not be an area that we stick through long. So, I'm thinking the gates are open. We can just keep pounding through this bitch. Listen, I don't think many people talked as much shit about Ethereum than me when it came to price action. I told my friends, sell your Ethereum. Get rid of your shit on Ethereum. It's slow. It sucks. It's going to hell. And it did for a while. But, man, Ethereum, man, I think it might actually see all-time highs again. We might actually see a new all-time high with Ethereum before the year ends. For sure. I can't believe I'm saying it.
Now, Face, let's say Bitcoin to 150K in 2 weeks happens. Where's Ethereum at? All-time highs?
No idea. I don't know. That's kind of hard to know. I mean, shit, maybe 3,500 or 3,800. There's no way to really tell. I mean, what Ethereum maybe goes up like maybe 50% more than, I don't know. They act different. Sometimes Bitcoin will go up, Ethereum won't.
Yeah.
A move to 150 for Bitcoin is like a 25% move.
It's a big move
from where it's at right now. So that's a solid move that can happen with Bitcoin. There's money to be made on Bitcoin trading still. This area on Bitcoin actually, does this have anything crazy going on with it? No, but it's a big gap, and it's the next one. So there's other targets with other spider lines, but yeah, 150 within 2 weeks. I think it's going to happen. I think it's going to happen.
Then, Crypto, are you paying any attention to Solana? Because I feel like if ETH is moving, I would assume Solana's next, and it's been quite suppressed on price lately. And I know a lot of people have a lot of interest in leaving Solana, as far as what I'm seeing on Twitter.
I'll tell you. You know what? I get what you're saying, but I kind of have to disagree with you, because the price is low on Solana. And so, a $5 move on Solana is a 3% move, where with Ethereum, a 3% move is, let's see, 3,200 to 33. Yeah, a 3% move is a $300 Ethereum move. So, Solana. So I think Solana has been moving. The percentage-wise, it's there and it's strong. I feel like Solana will hold can hold its price pretty good and maybe not be as pump and dumpy as ETH, but I could be wrong because these numbers can fool you. Let's see here. So that's a 10% move from 130 to 140, bro. Yeah. That's a 10% move. So Solana's moving. I think Solana is going to be fine. You have to, I say, sell your meme coins, the dog with hats and stuff like that, and load up on your Solana, your XRP, your Ethereum, your Pepe. Load up with 5 of the good ones and get rid of those scum memes that are just going to get sold off. You're not going to get your 90% back returns probably, and put it into something that is going to pump. I think Ripple looks good. Cardano even looks good, dude.
What?
I talk so much shit about Cardanzo. Which is, yeah, I mean, let me see here. What was I looking at here for Cardano here? And was just looking at a chart.
Bro,
for
those
Cardano.
blood
It was looking
diamonds.
hella good.
I'm as you're going through the charts face, you know, you got market cipher A and B on your chart. I'm looking at those blood diamonds, and those things are they're super accurate. And so I'd advise people to pay attention to the indicators on market cipher A as he's going through the charts, and you see that big bright red diamond. More than likely, you're going to see a big drop after. And so yeah, but something else done.
Yeah, I appreciate that. And you know, it's you still want to use everything, you know, with all the other indicators. You know, we don't just want to fire off one thing. But no, I mean, if you zoom in, I mean, they do work. Sometimes it's one quick candle, sometimes it's bigger. So here's Cardano on the 2 hour. I mean, this is how Ripple looks as well. I mean, damn, this is looking good. Now, as far as the indicators, like actual market cipher B indications and proclamations, we have money flow coming down, but my nose keeps hitting my mute button. I'm sorry. So this money flow is inwardly curving, which is a big deal. An inward curve is much different than an outward curve, because an inward curve keeps on inwardly curving and eventually goes whoop and flips up, which is what's happening right now. This money flow is gonna ramp up, and shit's gonna get it's gonna be crazy here. Momentum, the gates are open. Cardano is gonna keep pumping. This looks amazing. I sound like a Burma bull.
Is it amazing enough to enter a trade in right now with Cardano?
Yeah, I mean, well, it depends what kind of trade you. If you want to do a low leverage long, yeah, low leverage long.
Oh no,
that
man,
bitch, set it and
we got
forget it.
Cryptoface on the show, so I don't know if I don't know if low level.
I say ratchet that thing up,
Yeah,
man.
I don't know if low level is
Well, I
in
mean,
Cryptoface.
shit. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You know, these percentages. Okay, well, what happens if it comes down 5%? You know, that means if you're 20x, you're cooked. Even if you're like 18x, you're done. You know, so what kind of a pullback is safe with leverage? You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, for your average asshole, just go, instead of buying Cardano with your spot money and it coming up a little bit and you clicking your heels when really your life isn't changed at all from that, you can do 5x maybe and make something of yourself and try to be somebody.
Dude, I love
you. Go out there and be somebody.
Now go out there and be somebody. Wait, that was Dave Chappelle.
What's that movie?
That was Dave Chappelle, right?
Where he, what was that movie?
No, I think it was a Dave Chappelle stand-up. We're talking about Monica Lewinsky and Bill Clinton.
And he says, "Be somebody."
Yeah, and he's insinuating that
that's not what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I'm talking about. It's Kill Bill. When the dude's in the trailer, he's a bodyguard for the strip club, and the strip club manager, gives the girl a little something. He's like, "Be somebody, baby."
Hey, Cryptoface, I don't know if you noticed, but can we pull his chart back up, Gina? You're sitting at a annual salary of a doctor and unrealized P&Ls. Are you planning on taking that, or?
Yeah, man, I should just be staying in. See, I'm telling you, I don't know why I'm not just cryptoing this shit instead of stressing myself out in my trade groups. You know, this is bittersweet, to be honest, because my trade groups could be sitting real pretty right now, but you know, whatever. You know, it's every man can take. If you put your faith in another man's hands, you'll eventually be let down. Everyone can take the faith in your own hands right now. It's easier now than ever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I don't know. I guess I could. We'll take a look at the charts here.
Yeah.
Did you guys know Roblox is a stock? Roblox Corporation. It's been going mad. This is a weekly chart. I need some call options on Roblox Corporation. I don't have any kids, but y'all probably have kids.
Oh.
What is Roblox?
Listen, bro, who cares what it is? All I know is my kids, for their birthday, all they want is Robux, which is the in-game currency that they use to buy dumb shit.
Okay.
And so based off of that alone.
So it's real. Like, it's real.
It's
and
100%
they're
real.
public, and they're pumping it. So
they
is
made a
this
movie
shit.
out of it. I'll put it to you that way. They made a movie from it.
Okay.
So that should tell you everything. Face, I wanted to ask you, and honestly, dude, if you allow me, I'll probably keep you on the entire show. So if you got somewhere to be, let me know. I also don't want to take away from your active trading. So if you need to swap over and do your thing, please feel free to do so. And I think it'll be great for the chat to see you kind of go into that process there as well. But
I'm chilling. What's how long is the show? What do you guys talk about? Like, what are you talking about?
well, we talk about news and stuff, but
We got 20 more minutes on this thing
on the live show, and like I said, we do talk
Mm-hmm.
news, and I don't know how you feel about giving your opinion on more fundamentals or news, but we had here. I guess I can show this. I let in the show with this one. This is from Bitcoin News. Journalist Lola obtained an FOIA response from the U.S. Marshals revealing that the U.S. government currently holds 28,988 Bitcoin worth around $3.44 billion. Now, the problem is, guys, is we thought they held 200,000 Bitcoin. And so, Face, if you found out that Joseph Robinette Biden sold more than 165,000 Bitcoin before he left office, would you be upset?
No, but you know what? Because I say keep the government out of our business. What they do is what they do. It's not like they're spending that money on anything anyways that's useful. They got much bigger problems. So to be honest, I'm not really bothered by it. I think we got bigger fish to fry.
Amen to that.
That's just my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, okay, Face, I'm just curious. Do you, when you're looking at exiting that ETH trade completely, do you ever do it to where like, hey, I'll be happy if the unrealized P&L is at 400K or 500K, or is it strictly based off of what you're seeing on your indicators and on your chart? And I know time remaining in the current time frame that you're trading on.
Well, a little bit all of the above, and I have. I also have I put a blindfold on, spin myself around, and pin the tail on the donkey, and I have a little talking sea bass that I press, and it gives me an answer. So sometimes I do that too.
Okay. Face, can we see if there's a trade setup on like Avalanche or any
What's
other?
Avalanche? Is that AVAX?
AVAX, yeah, AVAX.
Yeah, that's one I
guys know
trade
about?
off.
Is that your sponsor? Are you guys sponsored by them?
We'd love to, but no, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's one I trade a lot. You know how you got that one chart you look at like way too often, and even though it's like you just know you've been so familiar with this price movement, so that's one that I think is going to break out. In my personal opinion, I don't know.
You guys are big AVAX people.
We like
AVAX people. So AVAX on the 4-hour looks like Bitcoin does right now. So first off, this had a super nice tight trigger wave. The momentum gates are open, high on the money flows at a high right now. What is this, the 4-hour? So we're halfway through the candle. I mean, yeah, this looks pretty strong. So AVAX is looking good right now. I mean, this thing's pumping, you know what I'm saying? Like when you say an entry, what do you want? Like, are you waiting for the perfect pullback? And sometimes you can't just wait for a pullback and get in at the bottom. You just got to get in. If it's going to keep going, just get in. You know what I'm saying? Inward curve. Look at this inward curvature on our VWAP oscillation proclamation wave, yellow cheese wave. This is a curvature. This is looking good. This is looking pretty good. And man, today's going slow. Time is going by slow. We got a good amount of the day left of trading. At least a couple hours. Things kind of slow down typically at the end of the U.S. trading day.
Yeah.
And we have like 2 hours left. And then maybe China will pick it up again at night. So, I mean, we kind of got some time. AVAX looks good, dude. I like AVAX right now.
You're pretty, everything I've heard so far, you're pretty bullish on, you got XR. You've mentioned XRP. You said AVAX looks good.
Yep.
ETH's in a good position. Yep. XRP, Cardano, you're like, is there anything that's anything you're trying to sell? Anything that looks ugly to you? Or is it just bull market altcoin season? Everything's going to work?
Yep. No, definitely get rid of your super shit coins. You know, your super meme coins. There's here's one. I'll tell you. You know what? Look, you know what sucks? Chain link.
Don't do this to me, bro. No, take that chart down.
Hey, look,
Stop.
the chart's going up. It's okay, but your money, you'll make more money with something else.
Take the chart down, please. I'm kidding. Go ahead. Jesus Christ. No. Stay. Oh, bro, this was so funny when you shared this on your stream yesterday, that little note you have on the chart. You said you sent it to your friend.
Oh, yeah, this was for my friend's dad. He wanted to ask his dad for some money to put in a big trade or something, and I was like, send him this. And then I sent him, but he didn't do it.
Of course he did.
So I was like, you got to send him this, and now look what happened.
Yeah.
And so, this keeps this is like a save thing keeps popping up. But yeah, this was for my homie's dad to help the fucking poor bastard.
Well, you were mentioning Chainlink. What were you gonna say about that?
I'll close my eyes.
Just it's stale. And with the price and stuff, I'm not necessarily hating on Chainlink. Like, I'd rather have Chainlink than dog without or something. I just, to each his own. I don't know everything. What I know is, for I can only speak for myself. It's not always good to diversify. Sometimes you need to diversify, and I think that's what probably other people need to do too. Is round up your stupid Meta. Remember the Metaverse tokens? Remember everyone thought that was gonna be the next big thing. I knew it wasn't. NFTs. Everyone thought it was gonna be the next thing. I knew that wasn't going to shit. Somehow this common sense. It's common sense, people. Just go with common sense. Pick the winners. Like, is Tom Brady going to win a Super Bowl again if he's playing, and he's 28 years old, 29, 30 years old? Yeah, probably. Like, that's common sense. Like, yeah, you want Tom Brady on your fantasy team when he was back in action. So, you know what I'm saying? Get rid of your shit coins and pick like 4 or 5 good ones.
Face, are there any coins that you absolutely refuse to trade? Or is it open season on whatever chart's looking the best?
Most, yeah, because I only am able to trade a handful, Ethereum, Bitcoin, because
liquidity.
The liquidity,
yeah.
With the exchanges that I use, like there's exchanges I could go to, where I could do like bigger stuff, but I've always had a tough time trading XRP. And it's just super volatile. When you're talking with big numbers, I like trading Bitcoin and Ethereum. Right now, Ethereum is just the way to go for me. And yeah.
Face, one of my, so Market Cipher, I use it when I do all my trading. I use mostly B. I also use A. And when I got Market Cipher, I watched all the videos, the tutorials. There was anchor wave, trigger wave kind of setup that I really enjoy, that I use all the time, and it's done me wonders. I've made my money back tenfold from buying, right? Like if someone's buying Market Cipher.
Now, are you making that up, or are you being serious? Like I always ask these people when they say this, so I'm not picking on you, but when people say these things, I'm like, are you just making that up to be nice, or are you being real?
Here, Face, just to show, just to prove to you, I'm not bullshitting you, and I don't bullshit people that are on the show.
Oh yeah.
So here, I'm in my Discord. I'll go here and I'll show you some of the charts I put in here. Let me scroll up a little bit. So here you go. HBAR long initiated, same setup on Market Cipher B. And we talked about, the oscillators. Let me find one. Oh, here we go. Right. Anchor wave.
You're going ham.
Anchor wave, trigger wave.
You got the R size good. Yeah.
Yeah. And so I
those
love
trades work out.
Yeah, man. And I tell people, it is well worth the money you're going to spend to get these indicators. I love using them. Here's another one, right? anchor wave. We're waiting for that green dot for that trigger wave to get us into this long here.
Nice little momentum reset too, or does the 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep.
You know, it makes a big momentum pattern, then it makes that nice little trigger wave. Okay.
Yep.
All right. So okay. What is that? Litecoin. Okay. What happened after that? What happened after that? You're waiting on that. What happened?
Nah, this one I believe so. This was Litecoin. I think we made money on this one. I'm not sure though, unless the markets took a dump. But I was going to ask you
how running it a little bit from what I can see, because it looked like that wasn't clipping just yet, but you had your eye on it. So that's cool. That's cool. Okay.
Yeah, I think we got the green dot, but I'm not sure. But we had decreasing momentum waves to the upside. So, but I was going to ask you, how often do you use that setup with the anchor wave, trigger wave, or is there one kind of a couple things you look for to be in congruence on market cipher A and market cipher B that gives you the most confidence?
So I call it basic strategy, which is, I use everything that you see on my screen, which is, momentum, money flow, the RSIs, you know what I'm saying? The yellow X's, like I use it all. Here's your money flow, here's your trigger wave, anchor wave, trigger wave, RSIs are green, close together like that. That would have been this would have been a solid basic strategy, long entry, right in here. You know what I'm saying? And so no, I use it all. It's like a 4 or 5 checklist, 4 or 5 checklist. So I'm yanking some profits on here. I'm taking your advice. I'm gonna be a good little boy. I'm gonna be a good little boy. Even though I'll probably regret it, but I just can't.
How can you regret taking 200 grand off the table? I don't.
You know why? Because I work my ass with $200,000. I work my.
I actually believe you. Face, this is unrelated to crypto or trading. Are you going to be down here next month for that Rare Evo poker tournament?
When is it? I thought it already happened.
August 6th through the 9th is the...
Ooh, I think you're the second person to ask me that. And I might, but I don't think so.
Come on, bro.
I think I'm going to be in Miami
Can't
during
hate
that
on Miami.
time. So, but if I'm not, I'll totally be there. And you know what I heard? You guys can verify this for me. I heard that there's Uno blackjack at all the casinos that they're coming out with. Is that true? Have you seen blackjack with Uno?
We saw the news, but
we did cover it.
But the creators of the card game said Vegas casinos are not ready for us yet. So unfortunately, it's not here. But if it does come, if it does come here, we
better make that shit competitive where you can take the guy reverse. Oh, you're taking that guy's blackjack next to you and screwing him over.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So hopefully they do it right.
Yeah. There's just not enough degeneracy in Vegas, so why not take a kids game and I guess adults play too, but why not take a game that families play and turn it into gameplay?
That's what these. You know what? Listen, whatever brings more women to the casino. Listen, none of us dudes really like going to the clubs and shit. We do that shit because we have to, because that's what the women want to do.
True that.
So if you can make an Uno game that's going to attract more women, where you don't have to do shit you don't want to do, but you know what I'm saying? If it brings some more bitches to the table, I'm for it.
I, for some reason, just so agree with you. I just feel like the demographics of the Uno table is probably heavy on the ladies.
I would play Uno.
They're gonna be, it's gonna be
play
fine.
it.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be all kinds. I'm telling you. Yeah, if they bring that Uno to the tables,
yeah. Face, if I can kindly, I'm looking at the chat, and there's a lot of people asking for maybe your thoughts on Virtual's protocol on a chart. This is a leader in AI, and we know AI has been pretty hot. The ticker is Virtuals with an S at the end. Anything you're seeing on any of the indicators or price action that might lead you to believe that this thing's going to break up or down?
This is a shit token? Virtuals protocol.
Virtuals part. Yeah, I wouldn't call it a shit token.
Are you guys affiliated with these people? Do you guys know who these guys are?
I've spoken to the team. I've dabbled in their ecosystem. It's really, really good. They're the real deal. They're not some bullshit meme coin. They have infrastructure.
They're not a scam.
100% not a scam. Absolutely not. No, I'll put my credibility behind that for sure.
Oh boy, it's a lot of credibility. Boy, that's a lot of credibility.
It's a lot, man. I don't throw it out to anyone.
Well, I tell you what. Well, let's just look at the chart, whether it's a scam or not. Damn, this daily looks like this is about to fire off. If these RSI start turning green, momentum is hooking, serrated, coming up, tight money flow right here. It's I mean, even just the candles, it's got a nice base consolidating. It's got a it's going whoop whoop pow kerpow. That looks like it's gonna kerpow. $1.80, huh? All right. Yeah, this looks good here. Just going with the charts on the daily. That looks good on the daily. Let's go to the 12-hour. So on the 12-hour, the RSIs have flipped green and they're nice. Yeah, this looks good. Looks good.
Okay. Yep. Face, before I let you go, any parting words, anything you want to share with the people watching here? I should have come on this show a lot sooner. So forgive me for not being on the show before. It's okay. Thanks for having me on here. Yeah, man. And I appreciate you. I'm glad you used Market Cipher. And I don't know. I guess we'll have to. Did we give you like a code or something? Do you guys have an affiliate code? We do. Yeah. So we actually have an affiliate code. We have an affiliate link in the description. I'll just throw it in the. I'll go ahead and throw it in the chat. And I'm telling you guys, if you, I don't want to. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna say it. If you follow the guidelines to some of these indicators, you will make money. If you don't do dumb shit, you will make money. Oh, that's my dog. Yeah, what you got this guy, boy? Yeah, so, hey, you know, it's like the Powerball. You know, the thing is, the only reason why you can't guarantee anything is because you can't control someone's mind. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's like the Powerball winner will still F off their money. I'm not a perfect I still screw things up too. You know, but it's like you need two things in trading. One, you need a system that has that gives you an advantage on if the price is going to go up or down. Yeah. And number two is you have to deal with your own self. Most people don't have either. Market Cipher at least gets you on the first part. Yeah. If you stick with the basic strategy, you get at least like, hey, this is solid. Like I can know that the price is going to go up or down with a good amount of strength before it happens. You know, with a very high percentage rate, if you just, stick to the system. And it's an easy system to stick to. I mean, it's proven. Yeah. It's the top selling trading system by far. Yeah. Like that. It was birthed out of crypto. You know, we're crypto dudes. We're birthed out of crypto. But man, I'll go to bat with any trading shit. I've been to these seminars. I've gotten rubbed shoulders with these Harvard traders with their calculus algorithms and indicators. I've fallen asleep in their presentations. I'm like, you think this works for you and that's good for you, but you would never scale this. And it's like, you guys are retarded. You guys are doing these crazy calculations and algorithms when you need to keep it simple. Yeah. God, what's that saying? It's like, keep it simple, stupid. Dumb man is perplexed by crazy shit, but a genius loves simpleness or something like that. It's like a genius loves simple shit. A dumb person likes confusing shit. Yeah. I think you butchered that saying, but I think we got the point, honestly. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I honestly, Face, I couldn't agree more. And so for those of you that want to take your trading to the next level, I highly recommend you get Market Cipher. And I don't say that about a lot of things, but what you put together, Face, is it's been a game changer for me. I started trading stock options. I wish I had it back in 2010, 2011. But I've been using it now, making money, and I would highly recommend the people watching, if you don't, go out and get it. Cryptoface, I agree, man. This was a long time coming. Happy you came on the show. We definitely want to bring you on again. I know you're a busy man, but we'll reach out, man.
Hitting them options. You still hitting them options, bro? Because right now, bro, the options are amazing, dog.
Yeah, Roblox though.
Yeah,
you know, I saw that tweet this morning.
The Roblox, CoreWeave, Palantir, anything, even like anything in the any stock. This is how politicians get rich.
Yep.
It's how every politician makes their money, is strictly options. And now they have insider information, but they'll buy in the money options on Google or whatever, Amazon, and just let it cook. And they let it cook and they roll them. So
isn't MicroStrategy just
call
like
options are simple? And right now it's hot for the next 5-6 months.
You know what I'm saying? Isn't MicroStrategy just like a infinite money glitch during a bull market? I mean, if for options, I mean, I don't know. I mean, thing just keeps going up and to the right.
Options is trickier.
Let's see, MicroStrategy. You know, I don't know. I haven't looked into it. I mean,
with options, what I will tell you with options, Face, if you end up time decay is, I think, the biggest thing you got to watch out for, and that's the one way you know if these politicians, like Face just said, if there's some shenanigans going on, if you're seeing them enter into 1 week or 3-day call options or put options, they know something. Because if you don't hit your targets within 24 to 48 hours on a 7-day options call or options put, you are going to lose money. And so when I traded my stock options, I did nothing less than 3 months. Nothing less than 3 months. It's just too risky. It's a lot more expensive, but you go the cheaper route. And again, if it doesn't move your way within 24 to 48 hours on a week-long option, that time decay will eat into your profits. And so when I see, Elizabeth or I don't know, Menendez or name any of these corrupt politicians, they had a 3-day call option and the stock just goes vertical. They knew something. So yeah, I mean, to your point, 100%.
And dude, I just, whatever I think the price is going to, like I'll chart it. If I think that whatever I think the price is going to be in 30 days to 60 days, I just option it like 6 months out. So like right now I've been just getting December and January and they're cooking at 300-400%.
Yeah.
So it's like, man, you don't need to be greedy.
Yep.
You know? So yeah, I mean, crypto and options, that's what I'd be doing. I'm over here like an alien. I'm like a little squid from Men in Black.
That was a great ride, by the way. Cryptoface, thanks again, brother. Enjoy the rest of your day, man.
Hey, and one more story. I got a story for you.
Tell me a story. Tell me. Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
No, please. You're good.
No, I was joking. It was a joke.
Oh, come on, man. You just cliffhanger here? That's how we're going to end the show?
Yeah, no, it was a joke. I'm just fucking.
Okay, fair enough. Cool. Well, thanks again, man. Best of luck on that trade. And we look forward to having you on again, brother. Take care.
Thank you, guys. If I come out there, I'll let you know, and I'll invite you back to dinner.
Yes.
You changed my mind.
We should take you out to dinner,
I take back half the things I said to your Gina back there. Thank you.
Gina, by the way, Gina was laughing her ass off throughout this entire episode, and so you're quite the guy, man. We love you. We appreciate our friendship, and again, thanks again for your time.
Thanks for having me. I'll see you guys next time.
Take care, brother.
Later.
All right, man. God, that was fun. Cryptoface is one of my favorite people. But yeah, big thanks to Face. I do want to share a couple of pieces of news here before we wrap this sucker up. This was pretty big here. Another 400 million in spot Bitcoin ETFs. That comes out to 3.1 billion over the last 5 trading days. 9-day inflow streak with nearly 4.5 billion. We have this as well. Cantor Fitzgerald is nearing a $4 billion SPAC deal with Adam Beck, who is an OG Bitcoin dev, to buy billions in Bitcoin. Corporate Bitcoin adoption is coming full steam ahead. You have AAVE, big mark here, 30 billion in TVL for the first time ever. This is what I was saying earlier before Face came on the show. Genius bill passes. Where are those stable coins going to earn money? And AAVE is at the forefront of that. And then the last thing I'll share here, my friends, is the next from Say. Say and Chainlink have partnered with CCIP and bringing USDC to Say. Say is one you guys should keep your eye on. This is founders who used to work at Robinhood, so there's some connections there. And it's a very unique proposition on utility for Say. They look to bridge the gap between decentralized finance, decentralized exchanges, and the convenience of centralized exchanges and liquidity and order books. And so, yeah, but that'll do it for today's show. Want to give a big thank you again to our guest. Big thank you to the mods in the chat. And if you're not subbed to the channel, make sure to do so. We got a Cardano video coming out later. I'd say in about 45 minutes. So make sure you got a notification bell on and stay in the chat. You're going to be redirected to Cysteine Trading, where we have, as Forrest calls, the best trader he knows. Mag is manning that stream. So go check it out. With that being said, Gina, thank you all so much for tuning in. We love and appreciate every single one of you. Come back here tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Until then, peace.
Cash is Cryptoface. Yeah. Sin City, crypto. Everybody know what we here for. Entertainment and info. Gonna show you how to get that big dough. So every day stay tapped in. For big facts, no capping. With Bitcoin, if you're in, then you win. We divide the pie with no fraction. It's Big Rob, David. I split the game, but they gave it. Name the coin, it's your favorite. I got dry powder, why save it? To the OGs, new beginners. Special shout out to the well members. Buy a dip, sell winners. Ain't really nothing you can tell sinners. Tune in for the latest new flavors. They gonna teach us mean coins. They polarizing like barbecue chicken pizzas. I laugh with a major grin. Laggers, we trade them in. Baddies, they came to sin. And sinners gon' play to win. Screaming hola, till my bags are flowing over. Hold ya to the moon and to the solar. Won't I? Don't be letting FOMO control ya. It's over when the finger tornado close ya.